It's May 20th, 2018. And I want to just quickly go over a concept of a garden. There are different levels. You see, I'm doing, of course I eat the veggies, and this is horseradish. I figured it out eventually because it had bolted, but it was beneficial to insects and butterflies. And that was the roots have been in for 3 years. And there's the horseradish, and behind the sugar snap peas. But what I'm really doing here is I'm studying building biodiversity, because really I'm a scientist. I'm my own observational scientist, and so I do things in a watch. The onions here are mostly in the shade, and they do very well. And I discovered and left a self-planted tomato plant that must have been one of the small tomato fall off the plant when I was harvesting. The sugar snap peas are doing very well here. But the whole point is that most people will grow a garden because it's only like vegetable growers, and they say, oh, we grow our veggies. And unless you're a scientist, very few people will do this the way I'm doing now, to observe. But the value in this is extraordinary. I had the basil. Dug into a strawbale around the corner, and it was not happy, so I've replanted it here. The Swiss chard, although it's bolted, the leaves can be used. And I'm leaving it in, because I'm watching, I'm learning, the plants teach me, and that's what I want to learn. So inside the leaves that I took out that were large like this one, there are multi-chard leaves coming, even though the plant in the second year has now it's forming seeds. But you know what? Those are my seeds. Now the seeds adapt to the conditions, so this is the genetic. Okay, this is why I say, if you don't have to grow a garden just because you're interested in growing veggies. You can learn incredible things that you never could imagine that you could learn, not in a million years. And I'm already learning just by observation. For example, I allowed the celery to grow, and again it's this year it's producing seeds. This is the second year. So the plants that I left over winter and that survived are producing seeds. Inside these seeds that will form is genetic information. They adapt, they're designed to adapt. And then down at the bottom I discovered ants had moved into a wilderness. They've taken, and they have little, I'm absolutely sure the ants did this, because this is their farm. They're farming aphids. They're farming aphids. But they had to have introduced them, because their nest is at the base of the celery. And they come up and down the stalk, and up at the top, not destroying the plant in any way. I mean, I'm amazed. I'm going to watch this. Are these tiny black aphids, and the plants, and the ants are farming them. My theory is that they introduced them, because how can you have? It's the only plant that has this phenomenon taking place in the whole garden, and there's a little ant colony down at the roots of this flowering celery in its second year. So put that together. Then there is another celery in second year that has not advanced to form seeds, but has become a very exceptional celery plant. And it's not just about planting, it's about observation, and that's what I want to say in this video. The value and the knowledge and the learning, and when you learn, it's like more valuable than food. It's the, I don't know if it's the gold of consciousness, the gold of the universe, it's the soul. For me, that's why we're here. And yeah, the planting a garden to learn is pretty much the basis of Buddha philosophy, the philosophy of the ancients. Consciousness.